Akiva Eldar is a political analyst and contributor to Haaretz newspaper, and he joins us live now from Tel Aviv. So, Akiva, welcome. And tell me first a little bit about the significance of this. These NGOs publishing a report labelling Israel's assault on Gaza a genocide coming from within Israel.
Well, I'm afraid that unlike the international media, such as TRT, and I appreciate that you are interviewing me on this topic because I'm proud of those NGOs. And at the same time, I am afraid that it's not going to change the minds of the Israeli people who are the victims of this government. As the editorial of Haaretz mentioned yesterday, the worst enemy of the Israeli people is Netanyahu's government. It's not the Hamas. The life of our own children and daughters and the Israeli captives are held hostage in the hands of Netanyahu, who is doing everything to escape his own problems, his own political and personal problems. And I can say at the same time that if Hamas really wants to move this genocide to the top of the international agenda, what they have to do is to send back the hostages, the 20 people who are still alive there for more than 600 days. And overnight, you will see thousands, tens of thousands of Israelis in the streets demanding the end of this war and stopping the genocide in Gaza.
And so, Akiva, is it truly your belief, though, that if those hostages are returned by Hamas, that Netanyahu will end this assault on Gaza?
Yeah, because if you look at the Israeli media, the television and the networks, every evening, the main story, the leading story, is the hostages or the so-called negotiations. It's so-called because I don't really believe that Netanyahu means business. And this will change overnight, maybe also the minds of the President of the United States, because right now, in the Israeli public opinion, they put the Hamas and Netanyahu, for instance, people like the NGOs, they put them on the same shelf. And if Hamas would do it even unilaterally, because these people are dying every day, and unfortunately, the Israeli people, they don't have enough room for compassion for two people. And it's our people come first. The other thing is that people are taking to the streets to stop this war because actually our children are dying. This week, 17 Israeli soldiers were killed, and there is a consensus that this government has no strategy. There is no exit strategy or what is going to be in Gaza tomorrow. And, it's a kind of victimization. Who is the real victim? And for many Israelis, we are still the victims of October 7th. The other thing is there is no opposition in Israel. I believe that the Israeli opposition, Lapid and Gantz, will blame it on the NGOs, that they are doing the dirty laundry outside. You don't show it. And if you look at their response to Macron's statement on a two-state solution, what Gantz said that this is a present to the extremists. And Yair Lapid said that he doesn't see in the future any negotiations on a two-state solution. So It has to come from inside and from outside.
Yes, but I want to ask you about that, though, Akiva, because we have been seeing pressure from the Israeli people on Netanyahu for months. We have seen people protesting, families of the hostages out in the streets calling for Netanyahu to bring those hostages back. So I would put to you, does Netanyahu really have those hostages front of mind? Are they a priority? And really, is bringing those hostages back going to end this conflict, do you think?
I'm afraid that it's not only that they are not on top of his agenda. There are people who support him who are attacking. Just a few days ago, a 74 years old man who demonstrated to release the hostages and to end the war was attacked, brutally attacked. And actually, the hostages are these days made as collateral damage of this war, and many people are coming to terms, and they are sick and tired of hearing the parents and the relatives of the hostages. And you know, what's 20 people? And actually, if you look at what's happening in Gaza and how many people are dying there every day, even people on the other side of the map, people from the liberal side of the map, now, you know, they are busy with demanding to stop this genocide. Israelis are becoming pariah. You know, I plan to travel to Europe next week, and I told my wife we will not speak Hebrew there. We are ashamed of being part of this country when we feel that, as I said, Netanyahu and his government are the greatest risk to the future of Israel.
Akiva Eldar, political analyst and contributor to Haaretz newspaper, thank you so much for your time.